In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on December 19, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Golden State Warriors versus Memphis Grizzlies. The Golden State Warriors face off against the Memphis Grizzlies in an exciting Western Conference matchup set for Thursday evening. The Warriors enter this contest coming off a tough home loss to the Dallas Mavericks on Sunday, while the Grizzlies are looking to bounce back from a road defeat against the Los Angeles Lakers. These two teams have already met once this season, with Golden State emerging victorious in a closely contested 123-118 win at home. Golden State remains shorthanded, as they are still without Moses Moody and have yet to integrate their recent acquisition, Dennis Schroeder, into the lineup. On the other hand, Memphis is enjoying a relatively healthy roster, with only G.G. Jackson and Vince Williams unavailable. The Warriors are buoyed by the confidence from their prior win against Memphis in November and have performed admirably on the road, maintaining a record just above .500. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies have been on a roll, though 3 of their last 5 victories came against teams with losing records, suggesting their recent success may be somewhat inflated. Defensively, the Warriors have been as effective as the Grizzlies this season, with both teams conceding an identical 106.5 points per 100 possessions. Golden State's defensive prowess has been particularly evident in their last 5 games, where they have allowed an average of only 106 points. They rank among the league's best in defending the three-point shot, currently 4th overall, and managed to hold Memphis to an abysmal 16% shooting from beyond the arc in their earlier encounter. Their defensive intensity remains a key factor in their success. Although Memphis has been dominant at home with a stellar 12-3 straight-up record, there is strong value in backing Golden State, especially as underdogs. The Warriors appear to be in their healthiest state in some time, and there is a possibility Dennis Schroeder could make his debut. Additionally, Golden State consistently rises to the occasion in marquee matchups, as evidenced by their 3 consecutive wins against Memphis and 6 victories in their last 9 meetings overall. Given these factors, the Golden State Warriors to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. When analyzing the total, it is worth noting that the under has been a reliable trend for Golden State, particularly in road games where the under has hit in 7 of 13 contests this season. Most notably, the under has prevailed in the Warriors' last 6 road games. Both teams boast elite defenses, with Memphis ranking 3rd and Golden State 4th in defensive field goal percentage. This matchup is likely to hinge on defensive stops, which will create a low-scoring affair. As a result, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans versus Houston Rockets. The NBA is back in action after the entire league paused on Wednesday, with Thursday's game featuring a matchup between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Houston Rockets. This contest marks the first of 4 scheduled meetings between these two teams during the season. The Pelicans are entering the game on the heels of a tough 119-104 road loss to the Indiana Pacers, where they failed to cover as 7.5-point underdogs. Meanwhile, the Rockets recently suffered a defeat in the NBA Cup semifinals, losing to the Oklahoma City Thunder 111-96 as 5.5-point underdogs. The Pelicans are continuing to deal with significant absences, with key players Jordan Hawkins, Brandon Ingram, and Zion Williamson still sidelined. On the other hand, the Rockets are monitoring the status of Steven Adams, who is currently listed as day-to-day. While both teams have had time to rest following the NBA Cup schedule adjustments, the Rockets hold a clear advantage. They are not only well-rested but also relatively healthy, whereas the Pelicans remain hampered by injuries to their top performers. New Orleans has struggled mightily without Zion and Ingram, reflected in their dismal 5-22 record this season. Even with the extra downtime, the Pelicans will be relying heavily on C.J. McCollum and Trey Murphy III as their primary scoring threats, which is unlikely to suffice against a Houston squad operating at full strength. The Rockets excel defensively, with standout defenders like Dylan Brooks and Jabari Smith Jr. anchoring the starting lineup. Additionally, Amen Thompson's versatility and athleticism provide Houston with a defensive edge, as he can guard multiple positions. This combination is poised to stifle the Pelicans' top scorers, leaving New Orleans to depend on role players, a category where they lack depth. Houston's balanced roster, featuring a mix of 7 consistent scorers, gives them a significant advantage over a depleted Pelicans team. Thus far in December, the Rockets have played .500 basketball with a 3-3 record, while the Pelicans have struggled to a 1-6 mark. Houston has emerged as one of the league's top defensive units, in stark contrast to New Orleans, which has been ineffective on both ends of the court. Although the Pelicans are slowly getting healthier, they have not had sufficient time to develop the necessary chemistry to succeed. Their offensive woes are glaring, as they are struggling to shoot efficiently and have been consistently dominated in the paint. On the other hand, while Houston is still refining their offensive identity, their defensive prowess allows them to force turnovers and poor shot selection, leading to easy points in transition. A major factor in Houston's success is their ability to draw fouls and get to the free throw line, something the Pelicans, plagued by defensive lapses and fouling issues, have been unable to counter effectively. Playing at home, where they have been particularly strong, the Rockets hold a clear edge in this matchup. The Pelicans have lost 9 of their last 10 games and remain without Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, and Jose Alvarado. Given their current state, it's hard to view New Orleans as a serious competitor. While there might be a slight risk of complacency for Houston following their NBA Cup disappointment, the Rockets' competitive and aggressive style suggests otherwise. The Rockets are likely to approach this game with a renewed sense of urgency, making it difficult to see the Pelicans putting up much of a fight. This matchup seems poised to turn lopsided, so the Houston Rockets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. New Orleans is expected to continue struggling offensively in this game, as Houston's defense will make scoring exceedingly difficult for them. The Pelicans currently rank last in the league in points per game and second to last in field goal percentage. Although New Orleans has shown some defensive improvement with DeJounte Murray and Herb Jones back in the lineup, they still have significant ground to cover. Meanwhile, Houston has also faced offensive challenges, ranking 28th in both field goal and three-point shooting percentages. The Rockets have relied heavily on scoring in transition but have failed to reach 100 points in 3 of their last 4 games. Considering both teams' offensive limitations, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Clippers versus Dallas Mavericks. The Los Angeles Clippers are preparing to face off against the Dallas Mavericks on Thursday night in a Western Conference matchup at the American Airlines Center. This contest marks the first of 4 scheduled meetings between the two teams, with their next encounter set to take place on Saturday. Both teams will look to establish dominance early in this mini-series, setting the tone for their future matchups. The Clippers remain short-handed as they continue to deal with injuries to key players. Kawhi Leonard, Derrick Jones Jr., and Kobe Brown are all sidelined, leaving the team without significant firepower. On the other hand, the Mavericks are entering this game with a clean bill of health, as no players are currently listed on their injury report. The Mavericks have been particularly strong when playing at home, boasting an impressive 8-3 record and a 7-4 record against the spread. Given their consistency at the American Airlines Center, Dallas is well positioned to take advantage of Los Angeles' depleted lineup. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving are likely to dominate offensively, exploiting mismatches against the Clippers personnel, who may struggle to contain the duo's dynamic play. The Clippers face significant challenges on both ends of the floor. Their offensive inefficiencies, including poor ball security and subpar rebounding, will hinder their ability to exploit weaknesses in Dallas defense. Additionally, Los Angeles lacks the shooting precision needed to consistently convert scoring opportunities against a solid Mavericks team. The recent offensive output underscores the disparity between the two teams. Over their last 3 games, the Clippers have averaged 116 points per contest, while the Mavericks have been even more prolific, scoring an impressive 127 points per game across their last 4 outings. Defensively, Dallas holds an edge, ranking 5th in opponent field goal percentage at 45.1%, compared to Los Angeles, which ranks 15th at 46.5%. This statistical advantage reinforces the likelihood of a strong performance by the Mavericks on both ends of the floor. Despite their injury woes, the Clippers have managed to secure victories, including a dominant win against the Utah Jazz in their previous outing. However, replicating that level of success against a red-hot Mavericks team firing on all cylinders will be a daunting task. Dallas is playing with exceptional rhythm and cohesion, making them a formidable opponent. As a result, the Dallas Mavericks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. On the defensive side, both teams have struggled to contain opposing offenses in recent games. The Clippers have allowed an average of 111 points over their last 5 contests, while the Mavericks have given up an even higher 117.5 points per game in their previous 4 matchups. Both teams are also excelling in their perimeter shooting, adding to the likelihood of a high-scoring affair. The Clippers rank 10th in the league with a team 3-point shooting percentage of 37.7%, while the Mavericks sit in 6th place with an even more impressive 38.2% from beyond the arc. Considering these trends, as both offenses are poised to take advantage of the defense's recent vulnerabilities, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.